So, that last video I did when I was testing it out before I uploaded, it didn't have any background sound in it. But then when I uploaded it, and after YouTube processed it, it picked up background noise. So, I don't know why that was. I don't know why. One thing I wanted to talk about is I sometimes go on a forum, a Rogers forum, that's called Keyboards. I never have signed up there. I just lurk. I lurk at Keyboards. And one thing that kind of surprised me is some of the writers that had previously been doing pretty good in one of the later threads, they were no longer doing that well, or at least according to them, they are no longer doing that well, and that kind of surprised me. And they were talking about how their ad campaigns were not doing well, and some of them were saying, they're better off just concentrate on writing, and because the ads aren't working. Of course, there's an exception, of course, where some of the ads do well, but I'm not going to name this site because they get too much publicity as it is. But there's one site that's fairly exclusive, and people do tend to make money off of them, but they're kind of on the high side, and they won't accept just every ad that's submitted and all that, all that BS. We're exclusive, all that shit. So, but anyway, the writers that previously were doing good were like they were getting the ad at that exclusive place and some things that helped their sales. But anyway, their latest ads had not done well. I guess they were no longer getting ads at that exclusive place. And so anyway, it got me thinking, and that's always a dangerous thing when I start thinking. If the ads that are working on YouTube, if the ads were really doing well for the different advertisers, would they have been so quickly to be so self-righteous and pull their ads off of YouTube? If the ads had actually been very productive for those companies, would they have so easily, so quickly, pulled their ads to promote censorship? Would they really have done that if the ads had actually been productive? Because what this thread on Keyboards was talking about is the ads simply don't work. The ads they had some results previously, but currently the ads don't seem to be helping them any. And that's the reason those particular writers that were doing well are no longer doing well, is the ads aren't working for them. So then I go back and think, okay, with all these big shot multinational corporations have pulled their ads off of YouTube, showing their behind, showing their butts, if those ads had actually been productive. And I'm not sure. I don't really know the answer. I can guess at the answer, and my guess would probably or maybe perhaps be wrong. But I know a lot of the people on YouTube were hurt by the loss of revenue, and also just being so insulted by these multinational corporations. They're just plain mean to the people. But I have books on Amazon, the Kindle. I just publish the ebooks. I don't do the paperbacks or any of that. And to start with, I never did really well. I don't want to suggest that I did, oh, I was just doing so great because I never was there. I never really did that well. But I did sell some books along in the early days. But right now, I'm not selling anything. The last books that I've published, they're they didn't do anything. They're just flat. So I'm not really sure what I was thinking about doing is I write erotica, and I know, oh, you should be ashamed of that. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't care what people think. I write erotica, love me, hate me, I don't care. But anyway, I was planning on getting away from erotica, not because I'm ashamed of it or anything, but because I thought, okay, if I write more mainstream books, then I would be able to advertise. So my mindset, I was thinking, okay, what I'm working on now, I've kind of tamed the sex down and made it more like a horror story because I like horror. That's the kind. Erotica and horror is the stories I tend to do best. I say I do best. Actually, the book that actually probably sold the more copies for me was Erotic Western, Saving the Town. It was actually a Western that actually probably sold more than any of my other books. But what? I don't say I don't like writing Westerns because I do like writing them. But I just, different times I'm in different moods. And what I've been working on lately has been, a story with space alien witches. And those books haven't sold anything. It's sad, really. It's so sad. I'm not getting any aces here. Why am I not getting any aces? This game's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere. There's an ace. Thank you, baby. Got me an ace. Yes, I do. Put a 2 there. I moved my 3. Got a 3 there. Uh-huh, baby. I start doing some stuff now. I don't have an ace there, though. So anyway, the original part of the series is called, I don't know whether I should even mention this, because I wanted this channel to stay kind of tame, It's kind of like I wanted to be more clean and more tame. So I don't know whether I should even mention the name of the series that hasn't done anything. I don't know which is more embarrassing in some of my books, the sex or the bad grammar. and I don't know why there's spelling errors, because the spell check is supposed to correct the errors, but for some reason the spelling just appear out of nowhere in my books after I've edited and edited and edited. Like on one of those books that after I hit published, I discovered where it should say swaggered. Instead it says swagged, and it's right at the part where the people can preview it. Like, dang, that's going to hurt sales. I needed to go back and correct it and upload a new copy, but I never did. So, it's at a point, after a book's been there so long and it doesn't sell, it drops so far down, nobody's going to look at it anyway. So, that's the way it goes. Some people, they'll take their books and then they'll, most of the books are shorter, like novella or novelette, kind of on the short side. Now I've got one book. It's The Suspense Account, Flame by the Sea, that I wrote a long time ago. That was way before there was such a thing as, Amazon or Kindle or any of that. I wrote it and submitted it to publishing houses, and I got some warm rejection letters. Real good, really kind rejection letters. But anyway, I published it once. Amazon started their Kindle system. I published it, and I actually sold a few copies of it. But But it is a long book. It's like over 600 pages. It's a long, long book. But most of what I've been writing, since then they've been on the shorter side. That's the truth. But anyway, what I was going to say before my mind went somewhere else is some people take their shorter books and after they've written so many of them, then they'll put them together in a box set. And I guess I should do that with a series that hasn't done that well to see if as a longer book it'll do better, because there is a bias for obvious reasons. There's a bias against shorter books. People, the sweet spot for books is you really need to have the book at least 80,000 words. Where like novella or novelette, a novella might be right 30,000, 40,000. A novelette like 10,000 or so words, or some of what I call novelettes I think are as long as 17,000 words. It's not a given definition on it, although I'm sure some people will argue that there is a definition of it. I don't remember what the word count is supposed to be for the different books, but the novelette is a shorter book. The novella is a little bit longer, and a novel, of course, is longer. And, of course, then the really short story is, it's called a short story, yeah. So, but anyway, mine tend to be either do novellas or novelettes. If I write short stories, I usually put several of the short stories together. I don't publish, just a short story without just one short story. I put a group of them together because I want the book to be at least a little bit longer. I don't want it to be too short. But anyway, the reader does have a bias toward longer books. 80,000 words is the sweet spot of what a book should be. But like if you want to sell books, and some people can churn out these longer books, no problem. But those of us that's got all this other kind of stuff we have to do, it's just impossible to churn out a lot of long books. And if you don't publish often enough, and even with the short books, I'm not publishing often enough. But if you don't publish often enough, you don't do as well. So it's kind of a balancing act between the length of the book and how quickly you can publish the book. So if you can't publish a longer book quick enough, you pretty much have to resort back to doing novellas and novelettes along and put them in the pipeline. And then while you're publishing those, you still want to be working on a longer book. But see, I have trouble even getting the novellas and novelettes finished to publish quick enough to stand a chance of really making any money. So that's the thing. Wow, me. Okay. I'm not getting anywhere in this game. 9. I'm going to be running out of cards and I haven't gone anywhere with it. 4. Am I missing something? I've been rambling on. There's me an ace. There's me an ace, baby. What's there? There's only 2 diamonds. 3. Yeah, I knew I was reaching the end there where I was going to be running out of cards. Alright, back up. Score is 10. And where I've been on and off, I've been leaving the game running, of course. And I don't see a way you can pause it. Like 29 minutes. Yeah, I'm really speeding this one along. 4. Nothing there. 10. Nothing there. 7. Because it's black. Nothing there. 4. Nothing there. Queen. Nothing there. Because it's the wrong color. There's the right color. See what blackjack. Let's see if the blackjack shows up. I got a black 10, so it still won't help me none. 8. Doesn't help. 6. I'm about to quit this game. I'm gonna quit this game, baby. Because there ain't no way I'm gonna win it. 2. Shit. 10. Nothing. 9. Nothing. There's a jack. But it's the wrong color. So it's not going to help me none. Unless I can get a red 10 somewhere. 3. Nothing. 8, I'm already through them again. This is where I say, I quit. I quit. There's no way. I don't see any way I can shuffle this around. There's nothing there. There is nothing there. Oh, crap. Anyways, thank you for listening.